One of the earliest woody shrubs to bloom, there are many witch hazels to choose from. The small vase shape of the young specimen will eventually become a rounder, spreading tree up to 20 feet, so be sure to give it plenty of space. The abundant pale yellow flowers produce a fragrance that's really hard to beat, considering most shrubs haven't even awoken from their winter slumber. If you prefer a more unique specimen, Diane offers a more rusty look than the more common yellows of most other witch hazel cultivars. Be sure to plant in full sun and consider giving it an evergreen backdrop to really bring out the flower's color. Pheasant's eye, a rare perennial, may not bloom during its first year of growth, but eventually you'll be treated to bright double yellow flowers to complement its fern-like foliage. They've even been known to bloom through melting snowdrifts. A Japanese pussy willow has a lot to offer in the early spring. Growing up to 18 inches a year, it can quickly reach 10 feet and may eventually hit 20. And along the way, you'll be treated to red buds and stems that are covered with some of the largest catkins in the salix family, so it's great to have in the garden or even as cuttings in the house. And as they fade, you'll still find them appealing. Be sure to give this large shrub plenty of sun and a moist but well-drained site. Many of us have some of the more common daffodil hybrids in our gardens, but if you search your bulb catalogs, you may find some of the more exotic varieties, like these. Recalling the women's wear of days gone by, the hoop petticoat daffodil also looks like it hails from another planet. The sharp, pointy petals distinguish it from most other daffodils. Bulbicodiums are usually small and only get up to about 6 inches in height. Give it sun to partial shade and you'll be rewarded with a unique mass of brilliant flowers. These hardy bulbs are quite common in our southern states. Their foliage is thinner and more round than most other hybrids. Each stem has small yet fragrant flowers and can reach a height of about 12 inches. They make great cut flowers for an arrangement. Just remember to place them in a protected area in your landscape, since they are out of their hardiness zone up here in the Northeast. Also, the more crowded they get, the more you'll have to dig and replant them in order to keep the blooms abundant. Miniature varieties are also available. One of the more common dwarf irises is the Iris reticulata. It has a great fragrance considering how early in the spring it blooms. If planted under the proper conditions, in light shade to full sun, and in a soil that can fully dry out in the summer, it will multiply. The flower stalks get about 4 inches in height and will be gone by the summer.